Hey friends, Ryan here, and today we're going to be doing some touch-ups on this Blue Max Playfield. Now, I am like a verified expert here, so I totally know what I'm doing, and you should do everything I do. Alright, kind of going off key here, but the first thing we're going to do, because it's getting dark and I can't see anyway in here, and when it's dark you just can't see anything, we're going to use some Frisket, mask off the blue area here, and figure out how to use this airbrush thing that I bought at Harbor Freight a while ago and do the blue, because I mean it's pretty straightforward. Just mask it off, trace around the lines with your X-Acto knife, spray it, and angels sing. So don't look behind the curtain, we'll do that later, but right now we're going to do this. So let me mask all this off. I still can't find my damn tripod, so I can't really film it while I'm doing it. That's all right. Hold please. All right, this is the stuff I'm using. All right, you can see it all masked off here. So now I just got to take my X-Acto and trace around everything. Easy peasy. Say that, probably gonna take forever. But let's get her done. All right, so it's next morning and we had a kind of a catastrophe. So I put this stuff on here and cut everything out. It took me like a half hour, 25 minutes, half hour to cut it all out, and went to pull the pieces off that, you know, are the negative space that you're supposed to paint. And you can see there, kind of, it left about 80% of the damn adhesive on the playfield. And it also pulled up a bunch of freaking paint. So then we spent like an hour or so getting the damn adhesive off, which also took more of the paint off. Which, I mean, a smart person would say, hey man, that's why you're supposed to, you know, clear it before you paint, obviously, because now we may have to do a lot more work, which is agonizingly frustrating. But I have this stuff, which is, so yeah, eat a dick, Frisket. Let's see. This is the stuff, I think I got that off Amazon, that I used to do the cabinet, and it worked great. It didn't take any paint off or anything. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut a little chunk of that. I'm gonna put it here, smooth it out really good. You know, push it down. Just making sure all the sticky's off, I think it is. I don't know, this could be a botched mess here, but we'll try it. Anyway, I'm gonna take a little chunk of that, put it on there, let it sit a bit, push it really hard, warm it up, and then peel it off and make sure it does the same thing as it did on the cabinet, which was absolutely nothing. And if it works, we'll go over the blue again and spray it. But then we're gonna have a lot more extra work to get this back. In that, probably gonna have to repaint a bunch more than we planned because it took all the damn paint off. So anyway, it's not fun if it doesn't suck, right? Okay, let's try it. All right, fun fact, it was 80 degrees in here yesterday and it is about in the 50s today. It's odd. Get that out of there. Little chunk of dust, but other than that, it worked great. So let's do that. Also, this is big enough to do it one pass, whereas the other one is only 12 inches wide, so I had a pass here and 2 passes up here. So, okay, see you in a minute. All right, well that worked swimmingly, and it took me, I don't know, probably just about as long to cut that out, but I don't know if you can see probably the difference in the sheen where the frisket, I don't know what it is, but so I'm gonna figure that out that airbrush, and a fortune favored the bold, I guess. So I think the good part is once I get this done, I can kind of mask off the blue with like a piece of paper or something, and I should be able to do the green, save on materials, because the only place they overlap is just this little space. So we'll put some painter's tape over it once it's done, cover this up, and then do the green. Except for maybe this might be a little interesting, but we'll figure that out. All right. See how long, that's why I wanted to do it last night, is so that I could dry overnight and I wouldn't have to wait on it. But it looks pretty good. There's a couple probable overspray issues here and here. Maybe up here. I don't know. I pushed it down pretty good, but I must have got the airbrush too close. So I don't want any shit about what I'm using, but Aqua Sky. Cut it with alcohol till it's, you know, water to melt consistency. Go to town. So I got this at Harbor Freight, if I didn't say that already. Works pretty good, easy to use. I gotta go clean it, so let's do that. All right, got it all masked off. I did test the blue up there where you couldn't see it to see if it would pull it off, and so far we're good. So I'm gonna mix some paint, spray it on. All right, well, turned out pretty good. A couple, what, 3 more colors to do? Maybe the white? I don't know. The white's under the plastic, so who cares, right? Anyway. Might do it just to these 3 letters. Ace. Touch up this stuff. Hard to say. But we'll get her done. Keep working. Looks pretty good though, just like that, doesn't it? I don't know why this green kind of turned a little splotchy. Anyway, it's all good. Okay, people. It's March 24th, 2024. And I got this Cameo thing. It's the first time I've used it, and I can already see it's jamming. So that's not helpful for anybody. So we're gonna stop this before it destroys itself. All right, I think I have it working better now. Maybe. So I think I had it on cut edge versus cut before. I don't know. Seems like you should take that thing out of there. Anyway, this is obviously the pop bumper set for the Blue Max, right? It's got the blue, yellow, and then the black. So let's see how this does. I gotta cut some stuff for the other machine I'm working on, Countdown, as well. All right. I don't know, it's gonna be hard to see. Focus. Here we go. See, you got the blue part all right. You got the yellow part, kind of. This one looks better. You can see it. And it did a real shit job on these for some reason. It didn't cut about 1/3 of the lines. And then this one, I can kind of see it. It's supposed to be, you know, 2 of them. You can see down here maybe a little bit, but it didn't like cut it at all. So I don't know about that. Maybe I'll turn up the cut force a little bit. Try it again. I don't know. Damn it. It's like it didn't have an even blade depth. I mean, you can see it come through here, but not anywhere else. There's no way to push the material all the way through it so you can cut it at the back, which is really frustrating. So I guess I'm gonna play around with this a little bit and try it again. All right, here we are. I don't remember what time I started. I messed with this stupid thing, but bunch of iterations, bunch of wasted material, but theoretically this is gonna work. Got another like 6 minutes, so we won't bore you to death, but I think the entire problem was this stupid gantry here wasn't zeroed. So when I was trying to click the blade up, it was not hitting the blade hole right there. So it was like the blade wasn't even out. It works better with the intricate details on this mat they give you. Though it doesn't come off of that stupid mat very cleanly, so I'll keep trying. Okay, now we're cooking with gas here, people. I can quit moving. So that's the black. That's the yellow. And that's the blue. The little circles go through the pop bumper holes. It's kind of registration marks because you have to have the paid version to get registration marks, and I didn't have that. So that looks really good. So, all right. I don't know if I'm going to do it today because it's already almost 1 o'clock and I'm lazy, but we'll see. All right, friends, it is March 28th, 2024 now. And we got more colors. I think I'm going to do the red next, but fortune favors the bold and the foolish, right? So I'm going to put another coat of that stuff over the top of the whole damn thing and cut it all out. We'll see what happens when I pull it off of there. Makes me nervous, but we'll try it. Gotta know. All right. Got it all sprayed. My idea with this stuff is I'm going to take a brush and just kind of work it in there so the color matches. And I did the same thing here and here. And then the ACE, A-C-E, we're just going to have to paint the inside. I don't know, as I get more skilled, I guess, with the stencils, we'll probably just paint this red and then paint the stuff over the top of it. But right now I'm not confident enough to do that. Once we get that one finished, which you'll see later, it should get me on my way. But this is flat red, so it's not going to shine, but once you put the clear coat over it, it should brighten up. So the plan is to let this dry overnight because the sun is at like the right angle to where everything's dark in here. So, and then we'll come back tomorrow and do the yellow and let that dry, and then we'll do the blue, and then we'll be done. Then we'll take our brush, fill in everything, and maybe do the black. I'm debating on doing the black after the first coat or two of clear, but we'll see. Assuming that this second layer of first coat doesn't take off all my paint, we'll see what happens. All right, well, for me, it's gonna be tomorrow. For you, it'll be right now. All right, got the yellow sprayed. Then it's just the blue, and then figure out what we're gonna do with the black. So I think I'm gonna have to put another sheet of frisket on here to do the blue, and then potentially another one to do the black, because I don't want the black to look terrible. So probably gonna do the same thing I've been doing. We'll see. Or I might just go over the black with some paints. It's probably do the paint thing, like the paint pens. I don't know, we'll see. All right, got the blue done. It's been drying for like an hour. Oh, so let's take it off of there and we'll see what we're working with. All right. So next on the chopping block is to go through and repaint or paint in all the spots that I left out. In the future, I'm probably going to do this a little differently. If I get a little more confident with the scanner thing, like I said. Whereas I would scan it, just paint the entire thing, and then paint the letters back in. You know, then you clear it, and you put the letters in, paint those, clear that, and then do the rest of it. So what we got to do is that. Then we got to do the black key lines, and that's about it. Maybe fix the A, C, and E. We'll just paint over them, paint the black so that they're all the same color. Oh, we're getting there. It's a long process. All right, people. I think we're done here for now. So the black key lines around the insert, I'm gonna have to level them off before I put them on there. So all I did was kind of paint just around a little bit. But the rest of it, it just looks like crap if you do it freehand. Like, you can see some here. It's not too bad, but like, see, you mess up like that, and it takes forever to get it off of there. So I'm thinking what I'm gonna do, spray a couple coats of clear, level it out pretty good, and then just use that stuff again over it, and I'll scan things like this and make a sticker that has the perfect outline to spray black. And then I can use a ruler and go around everything again, because right now it's even, there is a little island in between the two colors where the paint's built up a little bit. But you can see even here, I tried going in it and it's wonky. I mean, I tried up here too. I mean, it doesn't look bad, but it doesn't look great. So I just want to try it. I mean, if it sucks and doesn't work out, the next one, we'll just do it by hand. But I see how this is gonna look. I want to see how the other one's gonna look. So also next time, I think we're gonna paint over everything and then paint it all back in. So by that, I mean like where the lettering is, if we do this to this extent again, you know. Like here, for example, the damn colors, it's the same paint bottle, same thing. It dries several shades darker when you brush it on versus spraying it on. Whatever. The blue, you almost can't even tell, so I just left it alone. The red, I just went around the outside to blend it a little bit, and then some of these ones down here that had the planking, still a little wet, you can kind of see it, but this is the only green spot, so it just looks like shit. So if you just sprayed it and then did the Cura thing with the stencils like I did here, it looks great. Problem is that this stenciling paper takes the paint off. So you gotta paint it, spray a coat of clear, put the letters on, and then spray it out, which is, you know, not a big deal, but just more steps. So anyway, the ace looks pretty good from back here. You know, to it, you can see it, but I mean, the only reason I painted these two is because I painted that one. I didn't want them to look wonky. So anyway, just never ends. So I think I'm gonna move on to clear coating, which we'll get to next time. Because I need to move everything over, get my car and stuff out of here, set up my paint booth, and hope everything still works. So let me know what you think. Keep it real, and we'll see you next time. Later.